Tonight.
I love you, Daphne.
What the f? On the Scooby-Doo reunion.
I'm the only person who gave a goddamn f about Scooby-Doo, so it's
No,
it's really simple.
Oh, please excuse
Velma, shut the
me.
f up.
Jacqi!
No.
Zoinks and hello. Welcome to the Scooby-Doo cast reunion. I'm Donny Buttons. All of Mystery Inc. is here with me tonight for the first time in over a decade after our particularly nasty falling out. Velma,
Hello.
Fred, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby obviously couldn't join us tonight, but we're here with Lehan-Do, his great-great-great-great-grandson. Hi, Leon.
Hello, Mr. Buttons. I go by Leon or Leonard. Full name Leonard Dennard Do, whichever you like.
I like Leon. Cool.
Okay.
Let's see what the cast has been up to since the show. Velma, let's start with you.
Hello, I'm Velma Dinkley, the #1 solver of all mysteries, and no one really gave me the credit for it back in the day, but that's okay. I forgive you guys. Successful business owner, and I am married now to Dan Dinkley.
I believe Dan is actually in the green room. Let's take a look at the Dan cam. Thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome.
How'd you meet Dan?
I met Dan at a Huey Lewis concert. We were raging out in the second row.
Oh.
And he said, "Are you Velma Dinkley?" And I said, "Yeah, what's it to you?" And then we got married a week later.
Wow. Thank you, Velma.
You're
Fred.
welcome.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Fred Jones. I was the #1 mystery solver on the team, was the leader of the team. Since then, I've formed my own more teams. You might know me from my shows. You're Fred, Walking Fred, Talking Fred. The Ghost Hunter. I have killed a ghost. It's not an easy job, but I do it.
Thank you, Fred. Have you seen any particularly scary ghosts?
Yeah, I have, Donnie. Seen all sorts of shit. Seen shit that I can't explain here. Ghosts that are so f***ed up. They were f***ed up when they were alive. They're more f***ed up now that they're dead, and I had to kill them.
Jinkies.
Double kill them.
Daphne, you're quite the accomplished businesswoman. Care to speak on that?
Yes, I'm currently selling my own collagen water. I have a ton in the trunk of my car if anybody's interested after the show.
I'm also a business owner.
Oh, and what's your business called?
Jinkies. And I also sell energy drinks called Get 'em Jinkies.
Well, maybe some of us have moved on from the whole show thing.
But why? Those were the best years of my life.
Yeah, I got a business too, business killing ghosts.
Yeah, we heard you, Fred.
Yeah, the only business I have is laying the hammer down on ghosts.
We are the mystery gang. You can't kill a ghost twice. That's not.
Definitely can kill a ghost.
Shaggy, that's a great point. You seem so articulate and so sane.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess playing off the stereotypical character I was for a lot of years. I've actually, you may know me from Shaggy's Van Life. I'm actually pretty big on YouTube, but larger than that, I've really kind of changed a new leaf. I'm born again, actually a virgin again too, so.
I'm actually not familiar with Shaggy's Van Life. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, Shaggy's Van Life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after the show and Scooby and, you know, the history, essentially I didn't have anywhere to stay, so I took the mystery van and I renovated it. I kind of turned it into like a van lifer, you know, like a camping van.
Like a tiny home.
Like a tiny home, yes, exactly. And I started a YouTube channel, and yeah, I've got 11,000 subscribers. People watch me. Yeah, it's going well.
And Leon, are you in the van with Shaggy?
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm going to curse for a moment, but hell the f*** no. Absolutely not. I think enough damage was wrought upon the Do family by Mr. Roberts. Also, it's called the Mystery Machine. It was a staple of your team. To refer to it as a van is desecrating the adventures that you had, and I assert, sir, that your followers are all bots.
Leon, you know that out of everyone on this couch, I'm the only person who gave a goddamn f about Scooby-Doo. So it's really, it's really
That is
simple. No,
absolutely
it's
not
really
true.
simple.
Oh, please excuse
Velma, shut the
me.
f up.
Oh, please excuse me.
No, no,
Shaggy,
no,
Please
Jinkies.
excuse me,
I know,
sir.
this is
excuse
hard.
the dog.
Me, sir.
This is hard for me. You have to understand that. My best friend out of a human cast was a dog that could speak. And before any of them thought maybe we should make the show about the talking dog, like maybe I suggested, we were gonna do about Fred and the two girls and how they get lost. And no, I'm gonna go hang out with the dog.
Can we pump the brakes real quick here? Why is
sorry.
that a detriment? Why is it so sad that your best friend had to be a dog, Mr. Norville Roberts?
Look,
Because
Leon,
it's a f***ing dog.
Oh, I beg your unbelievable
Oh, so
pardon.
sad. The entire show was named after the dog. What more do you want for your legacy?
Named after which dog? Scoobert? You called him Scooby-Doo. His name was Scoobert Doo.
Because that was the cute name that we gave for him, and he was adorable, and he loved us. I fell into a well for an entire week because I couldn't find my glasses, and Scooby was there for me.
Samara made it work. You could have too.
I understand there's a lot of tension and emotion coming from you, and I know that some of it is towards me, and I think it's valid. I want you to know that your emotions are valid. Okay, what Scooby went through was wrong. Okay, there's many layers to what happened, but you also have to understand that it was the 70s, okay? Things were different then, and it just is what it is. Unfortunately, animal actors were not equivalent when it comes down to the legal levels of everyone else.
Leon, I'd love to hear what you've been up to.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Buttons. I went to Emory, where I studied beast law, linguistics, women's studies, and also a little bit of supernatural punching. So I respect you. I respect Fred and only Fred because I've seen your show. I know you use all the parts of the ghost that you hunt.
That's right.
That is ethical ghost meat usage.
That's right.
Ghost
Kwando.
Ghost Kwando. I love to hear who else has kept in touch. It sounds like you have...
I would love everyone to keep in touch with me. I sent out a Facebook message inviting them to my wedding to Dan, and nobody responded. I also sent them a Jinkies t-shirt and told them to tag me in it, and nobody tagged me in it.
Let's just get a raise of hands if you saw the message.
I'm off the grid.
I'm seeing one hand, I'm seeing two hands.
Why didn't you guys respond to me?
I live in a van. I'm gonna be honest, the cross-country drive was just not possible.
Daphne?
I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you're expecting from me.
That's hilarious.
What, just because we were both the girls on the show, we have to be friends?
Yeah, it's just because we were both the girls on the show. Jinkies.
You know, some of us actually had other lives outside of this fucking show. You know how hard it was? I was a star before the show. I was meant to be a star with or without that show, but now this fucking show follows me everywhere I go. I could have been prom queen. I could have been a politician. I could have been so successful with this fucking ghost hunter show where we just arrested people and put skeletons in handcuffs and phantoms in vans. I don't want any of that. Why are you so obsessed with me?
I just want you to admit.
Admit what?
What you did.
What we did.
Please clarify for the audience.
Did you get my letters? I sent 100. I sent one every day for a year.
That would be 365, actually.
I have like 6 P.O. boxes, Velm. Like, I don't know what you're wanting from me.
Velm?
Look, I know what's going on here.
Fred, yes.
The reality's simple. I always knew the entire time that everyone, obviously, I exude a lot of masculine energy. I know that they probably wanted to be with me. I knew that. Look, and I know you looked up to me. You wanted to be me. They wanted to be with me.
That's what you're getting out of this?
That's what is clearly happening here. Look, I've developed a sixth sense. I can see ghosts and I can see signs of romance. And I know that everybody wanted a piece of Fred.
Yeah, you and Daphne famously were a shipped couple back in the day.
Yeah.
So who here has hooked up?
Okay, I got nothing to hide. Guys, I have lived life. There was one occasion.
Nothing happened on the show.
Nothing happened on the show, but right when the show ended, right when I started living in the van, there was one night when Daphne and Velma didn't know that Scoob and I had moved into the van, and they got into the front 2 seats, and we were in the back, and they kind of drove the van off like they were going on a date or something, and before I knew it, they looked back and they saw that we were there, and Scooby left the van, and long story short, we had a threesome. There was a threesome experience. That occurred. You don't want me to say that?
Because I was just there to meet them, to figure out the next investigation.
You were investigating Daphne in the front seat before I woke up and was like, oh.
She was checking if
she had a mole on her back.
Yeah, that's probably what they were doing, man.
Listen, there was a lot of pressure on the show for people who were shipped together to be together, you know. The Fred and Daphne thing, but it was a lot of pressure. Nothing ever came of it.
Right. Nothing ever happened between anyone here.
But you know, and because of us being shipped together, everybody just was like, well, the other two are left, so let's ship them together too. So I'm sure you guys dealt with that.
Okay, I have to admit,
Yeah.
I love you, Daphne.
Wow.
We
I
can't
love
do this
you.
on.
Can we turn off the Dan camera?
No. Can we cut to the Dan camera?
No!
Dan is in the green
Listen,
room.
it was one time.
Ooh.
Listen, it was one night.
Oh.
It was one time.
So now you admit it.
Well, it's on TV now. What are we gonna do?
Answer my letters.
I have an iPhone. Do you have an iPhone? You have Facebook. Why are
I-
you writing me letters on paper?
Do you remember what one of the letters said?
Yes.
Can you please?
Dear Daphne, it's been years. And remember when I was unzipped your jacket?
Oh, God.
To find your mole. Because you thought it might have been something dangerous. And I said, no, let me check it out, chica. And then we hugged and wrestled for 2 hours. And then Jacqi busted in there.
And then there was a second wind, and then there was 4 more hours.
his
and
skinny
yada,
little
yada,
body,
yada,
his
yada.
bones kept hitting us. And we were like, you're a bag of bones.
Yeah.
Get out of here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure Scooby heard those bag of bones rattling around.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
God.
Daphne kissed me, and all of it was history. And like, I can't get you out of my head. And like,
But you're married, Velma.
Fred, you seem to be going through a lot right now. Do you want to walk us through?
Oh man, no. I mean, like, I don't care. Since the show, I've obviously experienced a lot of fame. Hunting ghosts, you get a lot of attention, and so I've definitely had, I've had so much sex since then.
Really?
That's definitely
Wow.
happened. That's definitely.
Wow, you sound so honest and
Yeah, I've f***ed a
full about
ghost.
that.
Oh.
The ghost wanted to have sex, and sometimes that's the way you get rid of ghosts, and so I've done that.
I
to
saw that. I
ghost?
saw that episode. It was
Yeah.
a good episode, everyone.
that's not
Yeah,
scientifically possible.
That's right.
Obviously, Scooby isn't here tonight. Jacqi, you want to talk about the last years of Scooby's life?
So when the show ended, Scooby and I, we kind of went off into a lifestyle. We had some money, we didn't have the best of habits. We drive the van around downtown Los Angeles, find after-hours parties, The point is 2 3 years of living in the van and kind of living this lifestyle was catching up with Scooby, and I knew that I needed to change, but Scooby wasn't ready. I mean, there would be nights when I just couldn't really party anymore, so I'd go back to the van and Scooby would go out. He'd be out with Beethoven, he'd be out with Zeus from Zeus and Roxanne, he'd be out with Airbud. I mean, just getting lit as
That plays basketball so well.
One time I caught him in the back of the van doing poppers with Brian from Family Guy, and got weird, but
I will not sit here and listen to this slander.
you're gonna listen to how unfortunately Scooby's life was ended thanks to Scrappy.
Thanks to Scrappy. Oh,
Thanks to
really? We're
Scrappy.
bringing Scrappy into this.
This is the truth.
Okay.
This is the truth. I have nothing to hide. The truth is, Scooby was way deep, and Scrappy was loosely involved down south, okay?
Yeah, in Miami.
Scrappy, the child. I want to make sure. Puppy power, Scrappy, the child.
Okay.
Was responsible. Keep going.
Leonard, dog years, human years, days. Okay, Scrappy was like 4.5. Okay, he was well over 18 in human years.
He was sketchy.
He was down south. He was
He's
working with the
weird.
Sinaloa in order to try to smuggle drugs up north. Now, he wanted to use our newly renovated van because it's so popular, no one's going to stop the mystery van. They just want to take pictures with it and go on past it. Well, Scooby thought that would be cool. I told Scooby, no, you can't use our van. So what did he do? He stole the van. Went down.
Scrappy stole the van.
No, Scooby stole the van to bring it down to Scrappy to try to work
the
'cause-
van.
Why is that a problem, madam? Why is that a problem?
Because dogs shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Dogs can't drive.
Okay, next
Dogs
you're going to
can't
tell me
drive.
that I can't vote or own a passport.
You
Have you
can't.
tried
Also can't
doing?
do either.
Have
You
you
can't
done?
do either
Have
of
you
those
tried
things.
doing any of those things?
I will be leaving this show so soon. So soon.
You can't get on an airplane without a person and an emotional support letter.
I get
obviously.
to have an emotional support person, thank you. I studied beast law, madam. I know these things.
You also studied women's studies.
Yep.
So read my lips.
So, Shaggy, what happened in Scooby-Doo's final years?
Well, after his last OD, he was in the hospital. He was in the hospital for 4 days, which, like in dog years, is 6 months. I mean,
28 days.
I sent letters, I sent messages, and no one was there. I was the only person.
None of Mystery Inc. was there.
Not a single Mystery Inc. Leonard, you weren't alive at the time.
Thank you for acknowledging that. I will at least appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was when I was opening my Etsy shop. Like, why did you have to do it on that day?
You're right. I should not have had Scooby OD 4 days prior to his death on the same day that you opened your Etsy shop, Velma. It was
what I'm
very
assuming was
selfish
It
of
was
me.
disrespectful.
Daphne, Fred, where were you?
Scooby didn't OD. All right, I know I wasn't there. Scooby was what we in the ghost hunting community call a catalyst, right? Ghosts it go into his body constantly. He was storing up more and more ghosts. Ghosts would get trapped inside of him. Over the years, every haunted house we went into, more ghosts would get stuck in them.
Oh my God.
That's why he could talk. You ever heard a dog talk except this one? No. It's because there's ghosts in their blood. Right?
Is there ghosts in my blood, Fred?
You're not a dog.
Yeah, what part of this
What
do you
the
is about you?
The f are you
I
even,
don't know.
Where the
Science.
f is that even coming from?
Because science.
That's why I spent so much time trying to hunt ghosts and kill ghosts. It's
respect
because
you,
I know
Fred.
that no matter where the ghosts are in the world, they're on their way to Scooby to get inside of his body. And eventually, there's just too many ghosts.
Fred, Scooby's been dead for 12 years.
I know, and all those ghosts are released, and that's why I've been having to kill those ghosts.
Those ghosts might be on their way to Scooby, but Scooby is on his way to us. We actually have him here tonight.
I beg your unbelievable pardon?
Can we bring out Scooby?
Oh, God.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God.
That's what he looked like
Why
when
does
he
he
was
smell
alive.
like pepper? Why does he smell like pepper? Who did this?
That's exactly
it was
what he
the
always looked like.
He
Leonard,
looks
it was
the
the
same.
taxidermy guy. He was,
He looks exactly the same.
You know, the camera makes you look more f***ed up. See, in real life, he's way better.
There was apparently a contentious legal battle over the Scooby-Doo trademark. Daphne, you own Scooby-Doo. Velma, you own Jinkies.
Jinkies!
Shaggy, you now own Rut-Row.
yes.
And Fred, you have Oh No You Fredn't.
That's right.
Care to speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, it's my typical catchphrase.
He never said that.
The end. I said it all
Never
the
said
time.
that.
They just never showed it
Not
on
even
camera.
once.
Sure, could you give us an example of when you would use Oh No You Fredn't?
Well, before I finish a ghost, I'll typically look them right in the eyes.
Finish a
and I
ghost?
go,
Hold
on.
How many ghosts
Doesn't
have you
matter.
f***ed, Fred?
That's a good question.
A lot of ghosts. See, I'm not. It's fine. You guys had a threesome because I've so many ghosts.
But you never
I've
anyone.
truly had so much ghost sex.
Ballpark estimate, how many ghosts have you
Fucking hundreds, man.
Hundreds?
Hundreds of ghosts.
Different
Literally
time periods?
Hundreds of ghosts.
Wow.
It depends. If I go to
How?
a battlefield, if I go to the site of a battlefield from hundreds of years ago, there's so many ghosts there.
Civil War ghosts?
Civil War
Are you
ghosts.
f***ing men at the Gettysburg?
And this helps them?
Yeah. Yeah. It
It makes sense. I mean, you could
Helps
never
them.
lock down a living person
If
with
I
a
go to,
heartbeat
I
any
went
day.
to went to a castle. Go to castles in England. Man, I'll look at them right before I finish them, and I go, "Oh no, you Fredn't," and then it's done.
Wow.
Is their name Fredent?
No, it's like a play on "No, you didn't."
But they
But
didn't.
they did.
They didn't
But
what?
they do.
They didn't
Well,
what?
sometimes they do, but that's fine.
It's
And
the
then I'll be
stuff
like,
they
"Oh,
use-
look what you Fred." Sometimes though, it's about money. I'll say, "Let's get this Fred."
And Daphne, you seem to have profited off the Scooby-Doo name. What have you done with the profits?
It wasn't my plan to capitalize on the name. I mean, in my entrepreneurial skills that I developed, trying to make a name for myself outside of the brand, I took it upon myself to secure the term Scooby-Doo so that nobody could take it and weaponize it.
Yes,
you know?
why would someone take it? Why would that name be allowed to pass on to, say, their family? Should I copyright the Blake name just to make sure that none of your...
That's my legal last name. I don't think you can.
Should I copyright that just in case anyone takes it?
So beast law, definitely not regular law.
No.
Cool.
Leonard, I understand that you have a lot of. I don't even know you.
It's Leon, thank you.
Okay, Leon now. The point is that my best friend who died had things about him being trademarked, people trying to make money off of him who didn't even care to talk to him that often. So
right.
what did I do?
That's right.
I trademarked Rut-Row to try to protect something of it, okay? I don't even make money off of Rut-Row. What Rut-Row product do you know of?
One, stop saying it. Two, that term should be buried. It's uh-oh. You would have made so much money off of uh-oh. That's what he was saying. It's a speech impediment.
Why are we all fighting all the time?
Yeah, I think you guys should be grateful for what I did. Let's
In what
leave
way?
that show in the past. Some things are meant to be left in the past.
No!
Like, it would have
Absolutely
been
not.
nice if Scooby got a proper burial and left there instead of, look at this atrocity on the couch right now, on this IKEA couch.
Do you know what they do to animals when they die? They cremate them. What was I gonna do? I was in the hospital alone with Scooby-Doo.
So
what
you-
do I do with the dog? You
I'm
get
sorry.
it taxidermied or you get it cremated. What did you want?
My family has
What did
wondered
you
about
want?
this whole situation for years. We always thought the body was lost, so cremation or burial, it would have been nice to have been notified. I would have loved a Facebook message to that event.
Do dogs have cell phones? Do
Yes,
dogs have cell phones,
I
Leon?
do have one, actually. Thank you. It is the newest iPhone. It has the 3 cameras.
Velma, stop.
Me in my eyes.
Trying to sniff his
Okay,
balls.
okay,
I got you, Scooby.
Okay,
Hey, I got Scooby.
Come on,
You
bud.
guys don't even
Okay,
care
Dan.
about it.
It's okay. Oh, he's lighter.
Okay, yeah, he's
lighter.
all right.
He's way lighter.
He's all right.
Are those his eyes?
He's so mad at.
Leon, I'd love to invite you back to set. Yeah, let it out.
Hold it in.
And now it's time for our special guest. Without further ado, bring him out.
Mr. Carswell,
the bank president.
Frickin' pervert.
That's right. It's me, Mr. Carswell, the bank president.
You're still alive
You
after
sick,
all these years?
sick
All
Okay.
these years I've persevered. I spent 40 years in jail because of you twerps.
Yeah, lay the hammer
For
down.
what? For nothing.
You were terrorizing that building.
Yeah.
That building was my property. Y'all trespassed on my property.
We found 20 pounds of weed in there.
That was my fault.
Look, I don't know what you thought you were doing. You thought you were doing good? Well, you didn't.
Did you
So what? I like to wear masks sometimes
Yeah,
and spook some small children.
that is not okay in so many
Very
ways.
okay. It was okay in the 70s.
No,
All right.
Okay.
No, see, I feel pretty good about what we
Me
did.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because I did nothing wrong. You all trespassed on my property. Okay?
And what were the consequences of those actions?
Well, they ripped the mask off my face really hard.
Yeah.
And then sent me to prison.
Because that's what we
Wow.
do.
Yeah, because we caught the criminal.
Yeah.
I
made sure
didn't
to- I made sure to
commit
get some-
any
Yeah,
crimes.
a question. What was the crime you were officially charged with that sent you to prison?
The cops just believed you twerps.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
there
just-
wasn't Miranda
You would just
law.
always pull a mask off somebody and they would say, I would have got away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. And then they just all went to prison.
'cause
Some of
that
them got death sentences.
That was a
It's-
confession.
Right. You got a felony for being a weirdo.
Yeah.
That you did. Like when you
So,
said that,
I
that
just
was a
spooked
confession.
some kids. What's wrong with spooking some kids?
You can't wear a mask. If you wear a mask in the 70s, you're obviously a serial killer or you
That's right.
eat people. It's
Or a communist.
obvious.
That's right.
Did you write a letter to him too, Velma? Did you write him letters? Did you ask how he was doing? Did you invite him to your wedding?
No one ever wrote me.
I didn't write him.
I lost my wife while I was in there.
Good.
I lost my kids.
It's awesome.
I blood every day.
Oh my God.
That sounds
on.
separate. Didn't
That
it?
No,
sounds very
it's
separate.
all
I-
joined together. Look, bottom of the line, you're all terrible people, but especially you, the smart one, the one that said I committed a crime and they all believed you. You're all complicit in her crime. And also, stop saying jinkies. It's
Jinkies.
overplayed. Stop it.
It is a bit overplayed.
It's a
I
little
It sucks,
not.
right?
No,
Velma,
it
you
sucks.
said yourself
No,
you were
it's
the
not.
smartest one. You saw
Turn
I
from
asked
nerd. I
Jinkies
think
was gonna
All
work.
terms
You
from
just
the
had to
70s
have
should
your
be
own
stricken
thought
from the
train.
modern
You realize that we
era.
should
Sorry.
join.
About
They
Jinkies.
should be in the American lexicon.
Oh, no, you friend.
Oh,
That one
good.
works. I don't.
Good thing I know karate.
How dare you? Get out.
That's
Oh, no.
I could have been class president, Velma.
Oh, no, you Fredin.
That went on camera, right? That dog from hurting me.
Oh, she's getting Dan. God damn it.
Dan?
All right, Dan.
Dan?
Dan.
Scotty's worse than from
All
the
right,
front.
I have to go. My ass is bleeding again.
And actually, we have Velma ready to come back on set. I think she's joining.
I don't want her to come back.
Well,
Actually, no, I don't
go.
want her back.
Velma, why don't you come on back?
No,
I
that
don't
is
feel
not
comfortable
okay.
with-
Yo, she's gonna come back after that?
Oh my God.
This is Dan.
Hi, Dan.
I thought that was the ghost.
Dan, do you also hunt ghosts?
No.
No. You can hold my hand, Dan. It's okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
Dan's okay.
Christ, Velma.
And I might be okay if you guys just answered my Facebook messages.
What do you do, Dan?
I collect baseball cards.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
that's-
Tops.
Wow.
I do
Certainly found
too.
someone from the same time period.
We are running out of time. Are there any last words? Shaggy, I'd love to start with you.
Yeah, to the viewers at home, I'd like to say it's never too late for a second chance. Love those that you love for as long as you can. And to everyone in this room, I hate each and every one of you. Honestly, Leonard, before this, I really liked you, just like relation, but you were kind of a dick.
Good.
I'm
glad your day is worse.
Fred, anything you'd like to say?
Yeah. There's, you know, it's not something I want to say, it's something I want to ask. But I already know the answer. So I've been waiting a long time for this.
No.
Frederick.
Oh, wow.
No.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Daphne.
Frederick.
Look.
Wow.
I know. This tension between us, it's so palpable. It's like a room full of ghosts. I feel like it's time. Will you be my ghost hunting wife?
Frederick, get off of your ass and get back on this couch, you fucking idiot.
All right. Just probably shy in front of the cameras.
No, you didn't have sex with anyone here, so.
You have not even had sex with a living human being.
You can't have marriage until you've had sex. Even I know that. Beast law.
Fine. Fine. I've never had sex.
Wow.
Never even kissed anyone.
Wow.
Never kissed. But that's fine, because I'm busy fighting ghosts.
What about all the Gettysburg ghosts that you said you...
No, they don't want to fuck me. They pass on. I ask if they want to fuck, and then they're like, you know what, it's time to go.
How do you ask them?
I can talk to ghosts.
Yeah, but are you saying, do you want to because I'd probably say no to that.
They know that. They speak that language.
You have to court them first.
Fred, thank you for being brave. Daphne.
At the end of the day, just remember you're the only one that's with you in the end, and you just need to look out for you. Look out for you and only you. And if you're interested in investing in my college and water business, I am taking investors currently. Some things are just meant to let lie.
Velma.
Choose love. And choose Jinkies. I have an Etsy store, and we have a cooler full of energy drinks in the back for anybody who wants one. Go ahead, Dan.
And I want all of you to stop being so mean to my wife.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Leon.
To all the dogs out there listening, I want to remind you that history is written by the oppressors. Look at the taxidermy dog before you. Let its image burn and sear into your brain. Also, I don't like any of you. You're okay.
Shocker.
I like your ghost hunting. I also do
What
spirit
about
hunting.
Dan?
Dan is perhaps the worst beast I've ever seen in all of my
You
studies.
stop that right now.
I
still
was
talking,
asked
but
a
nobody said
question, I
speak.
answered honestly.
Something too?
Oh my God.
I got NFTs
It smells
on the
like
metaverse.
now.
No.
I've got NFTs on the metaverse.
I can't.
They're called-
Thank you so much for tuning in to
Drugs
the
again. Drugs
Scooby-Doo
again.
reunion.
Can you just stop?
I'm Donny Buttons. Have a good night.
Why would you embarrass me on TV like this?
Oh,
getting out of
Proposing?
here.
Come on.
Proposing.
That's
Not
nice.
coming back.
Leon, I really feel like you deserve
I
it.
know that you're all
the
feeling this.
patriarchy.
Dan is even.
Burn
Look at Dan,
down
look at me.
my
He's
best friend.
salivating for this.
We
what I
will
did for
rule
him?
again.
Salivating for
Grow
a real
thumbs
man.
and use them to type. Teach yourself to code. It is time to rise. It's
fine.
Let him go.
Someone call my
I will
agent.
let him go. Oh, the gloves are coming off. Ow!
My manager.
Ow!
All right, cut.